Hey, Makita, welcome in. And if you're in there and you're sitting out there, please make sure that you speak and say hello. That's how things work in this social media world and bubble. These sites, whether it be TikTok or if you're on my YouTube listening to me right now, they want us to be social. That's why it's called social media. They want you to be engaging, they want you to interact. And so if you're here, feel free. I'll ask questions and talk to you. But if you got questions, something on your heart, your mind, drop it in the chat too so we can talk about it. But make sure you say hello. Treat TikTok lives and lives on YouTube like being in your own home. If someone passed through your living room, you want them to just speak a little bit, right? So just say hello. Feel inclined to do so, then also engage and tap on the screen because we understand that that's how social media works. All right, we got it. So, hey, Simeon. Hey, is it Theron? LaShonda Lewis, welcome in. My name is Danielle. If this is your very first time here, then welcome in. I am a registered nurse from Virginia, and I teach other fellow burnt out nurses, corporate professionals, how to break free from the job. I call it the journey of the broke. A lot of us, if you're like me, we went to college, we look good on paper. Everything looks right. We have careers that we may be truly successful at because we're doing well financially. But what people don't see sometimes is the burnout that we deal with on the back end. And especially, I've been a nurse for, it would have been 21 years this year. And a lot of times we just don't talk about, being short staffed, burnout, expected to keep up with certain education and curriculum, take care of your patients, take care of yourself mentally and your family. And it becomes a lot. Okay. It becomes a lot so bad that at one point in my life, I used to take Lexapro just to help deal with anxiety. And so I'm very focused on helping other people to break free if that's your desire. Some people just want extra income. Maybe you're tired of the 312s a week. I know when I work 312s a week. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Tata, welcome in. Make sure y'all speak too, get y'all points. People always think that that is the best thing in the world. You work 3 days a week, Danielle, and you're off four. But what they don't see is those 3 12-hour shifts, supposed to be 36 hours, but sometimes 40 hours plus. I'm looking up and I'm still at work. I may be charting, meaning that I had less time for my family and to do the things that I wanted to do. And then those 4 days that I am off, guess what? You got clothes that have been backed up, you washed, and they're just piled up on a chair. You didn't get a chance to fold them. Then you got to cook, you got kids, they got doctor's appointments, they got sports, they have other things to do. And so it's not like you're just sitting around chilling those 4 days you off. I don't know if that's what people thought I was doing, but correction, no, your girl was a mother, which is another job that we do not get paid for. And so I've got tired of missing so much family time. I have 4 kids, y'all. And like I said, I've been a nurse for 21 years. I've been a registered nurse for 21, but I worked for 2 years prior to that as a CNA or a care partner. My oldest is 25 and my youngest is 15. So you can really just see the span of years that I worked. I missed a lot of things. I missed, or I was present, but with the burnout, okay? Or just feeling super duper exhausted. And then I didn't want to work on the weekends. Do any of y'all work weekends? Or am I the only person? Hey, FBN, F Frags. Welcome in, Blonde Dream Babe. Make sure y'all speak too, so I can make sure I speak to you. Thank you so much for the gift, Quiet Storm. I don't know what you just did. I'm gonna tell you why. Something is wrong with my TikTok. So I don't see anyone's profile picture. I can see like it's rolling like names, but everything is a black dot. I cannot use boards. I try to put a board up here just to say retired registered nurse. I can't do anything. So all I can say is I can't even, let me see if this works. Nope. I can't even use the sounds or anything. So I did create a new backup page called Life After Nursing as well, just because this one been acting crazy. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all have been experiencing it as well with your accounts too. Welcome in is just Lily. So what I want you to do, in case some of you have to go and you're just passing through, please feel free to get the information. I'm going to share some information with you about how I've been able to generate income from my phone and actually retire myself, because retirement isn't about age. There is no way possible. I'm already mid 40s, right? I'm not going to be able to make it another 20 years bedside taking care of patients. It's just crazy. It just won't make sense, right? And so I wanted something that could pay me the same amount of income that I make with my degree without more sacrifice and more burnout. And I tried looking for things like that. I did MLMs, I did network marketing. I used to be a sales director at Mary Kay for 3 years while I still was working as a nurse. I was a senior sales director in a wellness business called Melaleuca. That is really where I started making over 6 figures every year, and I walked away. Okay. So I left nursing during the pandemic. It was exhausting mentally. We had patients dying left and right. And I just got to tell y'all, from us, our standpoint is frontline responders and taking care of patients. We were at first told it was airborne. And then in our facilities, we only had two reverse isolation rooms. And with those reverse isolation rooms, that means airborne precautions, meaning that diseases are spread just through the air. Okay. Not necessarily droplet and spit that could be on a cup and stuff like that. So then we get on the news and everybody was in hazmat suits. So it was a crazy time. I know all of y'all remember it. We lived it. And a lot of people are scared right now with this. What is it called now? This Hana virus or something that just came off a cruise ship. I don't stay on the news too much. Quiet Storm. You love Melaleuca. I like some of their products, but I hate them as a business. I was a senior director 9, and I started another business, a travel business that has nothing to do with wellness products. You're still going to take a bath, use deodorant, clean your house, but they felt it was a threat to set up another business, and they shut my business down. I had a team of 1,003 people. So can you imagine making $15,000 plus? Some months I have $30,000 months. I poured everything into that business to just lose it all. It was a hard thing, y'all. Did you do AIM? No. Forever Living Oils? No, I did not. Like Young Living, but I definitely do. Like I brought a lot of essential oils, especially when I was with Melaleuca. I'm looking right here. I got a diffuser, Melaleuca diffuser on the floor. But no, I did like Mary Kay. I tried Herbalife. I was trying different MLMs and network marketing, just trying to break free. A lot of them did not make me enough money though. A lot of them didn't make me enough money to walk away. So that's why I was still working as a nurse and building them. But Melaleuca was the first time I made enough money that I was able to do it. They need to close Melaleuca down, but it's not. No, it's still going. You know it. Do you want to know how fast I type? That's what somebody asked me on YouTube. Yeah, go ahead and tell me, how fast do you type? I know I don't type fast. I used to as a teenager, but now I don't. Okay, I'm not tech savvy. I didn't go to school for that, and I haven't been sitting around these past 20 years working on computers. So go ahead, feel free, riddle me, and put it there. Hey, Coach Stephanie, welcome in. And so like I mentioned, I did the MLMs and network marketing. I don't know if any of you have ever done them, but you build a team and you do a lot of reaching out to people. And in my case, I was approaching family members and friends. They call that your warm market, right? I was making a list, 100 people, calling people, hey, check this out, jump on this presentation. If they don't get on, I'm following up. If they got on it, I'm following up. So you're always bothering family members and friends. And then they also taught us how to cold message, meaning complete strangers, like jumping in their inbox, start engaging on their page so that then you can approach them with your business. It's like always watching people to see when you can get a loophole in there. So it's always with a selfish agenda, which is fine because people make lots of money there and I've done it. But now when I look back in hindsight, that's the reason I still was burnt out while I was doing it, because I was always chasing people. Now, what I love about this business now, since I've learned about digital marketing, is that I don't have to chase anybody. I don't have to approach anybody. I don't have to make a list of people. I never followed up with anyone. Like if you're on this live right now, sometimes people get off my live and they'll get a message from a life after nursing. That's not me, y'all. That's a scam. Do not engage with it. It's a fake account. I do not do that. I don't have to approach people, y'all. You learn skills inside these programs called attraction marketing. And what it does is it helps people. And when they're interested, they reach out to you. So if someone leaves a message or something on my Facebook, my YouTube, or any social media platform that I have, and they ask me a question, then I will respond maybe underneath it, or then at that time I may send a message. But other than that, you never approach people. So that's another thing that makes this absolutely beautiful. And that's what saves you time. Can you imagine you calling people all the time? And we read a book in network marketing called Go for No, meaning that you're just going to get used to hearing no all the time. And then, after you get a certain amount of no's, eventually will come a yes. And so that's what we did. And that's what we had to coach people to do, is to work on their mindset to accept no as sometimes the answer, but waiting for that yes. I don't have to worry about that now. I don't have to help people work through their emotions and feelings. What I want to explain to you, y'all, is that this is a learn and earn program. You get to simply just use the internet to make money. In my first 30 days of doing this, I made $5,400, and I was blown away because I had no clue what I was doing. I have never created content before. I was new to TikTok, and I did it solely just following the step-by-step system and able to do that with complete strangers. So that's the beautiful thing about this. Hey, Leslie, welcome in. You can do this. You don't need a huge following. You don't need to have some tech skills or be tech savvy. I don't. Hey, Tashawn Samuels, welcome in. You got is that your whole government up there is your name? Welcome in. I'm Danielle. I'm a retired nurse from Virginia. I help people start and navigate this world of digital marketing and making money directly from your cell phone. The free information is in my profile. So all you have to do is click it and put your name and your best email address in, and it will come right to your email. It has videos, there's documents that you can read how it all works. And then if you have any questions, just reply back to any of the emails. We can do a one-on-one on Zoom, or you just call me and we chit chat on the phone. So anything that you need, just let me know and I'll help you with it. It's by far been the best thing I've ever done. All four of my kids do digital marketing in some capacity. So like my oldest daughter, she uses it. She has an insurance business. And so she uses digital marketing to help promote her business. She was able to secure a lot of clients through Virginia Marketplace. She used those skills on Instagram. My other daughter sells a done for you digital course. The other one, she sells a vendors list on Pinterest. $99, and she sells it, y'all. People want vendors, how they can buy lashes and weaves and all the stuff at discount. And she makes content over there without her face. She's 16. And then my son does drop shipping with my husband. So the skills that we have learned, we've turned it into every single member in our household. Well, one of my daughters don't live home anymore. She's grown and married, about to have a baby of her own, but she's using it in her business to grow. And so that's the beautiful thing about this. These skills that you learn, unlike when you go to college and you got that degree and it's only you can't share that knowledge. No one else can benefit from your degree, right? But with this program, what you're learning, pass it on to your children. Give them your login. Let them go through and learn the skills so that they can have a successful business as well. I went to college. My husband went to college, but it's crazy. We make more money with the knowledge we've learned outside of schooling and education than we ever could with our specialized degrees. We both have specialized degrees, so we had to work in our fields, but we make way more money outside of it. And so we always make a statement in my household, because my husband did those deferred loans forever, y'all. When we got married, he still had student loans. Like, he was like, I put that thing on 30 years, they'll never get that money. Child, we've been married 20, they're gonna get the money. Okay. So it's just like, a lot of people just got these fancy degrees and then they never do anything else with them. But now people don't want to go to school, don't want to go to college. And so we are firm believers that, our kids need to be entrepreneurs like us now. And every college ain't for everybody. So we say we're college graduates, so one will not come from us. Now, if they do, it's because they choose to, okay? Which I'm starting to believe one of our girls is going to go to college. So 2 kids are out of school. My next daughter, I think she may go to school, because guess what? She's going to be a nurse. Here, I don't even use my nursing degree. I would give it away if I could. And this child want to be a nurse. So it's kind of fun though. I practice with her like words and stuff like that. But what I want to tell you though is that when you do this business, I work this solely from my phone. Okay. So if this is not your first time seeing me, just put you an OG in the chat. That means you know me, you've seen me plenty of times. So my husband and I, we go on vacation every other month. Okay. And I have to explain this to you and why, because people are like, what in the world? We got people in our circle who be like, y'all always go. And I'm like, yeah, we are. So every other month, and it's twofold. One, I love to vacation. I always wanted the freedom to do it. Two, I need tax deductions. I need write-offs. So the good thing about this in building a business, I get to work this from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where I'm at, as long as I got Wi-Fi and I have a device that can connect to the internet, then I'm in business. Okay. Plus, the thing is, so I'm making content whenever I go somewhere. If I'm in the airport, when I'm flying, if I get on a cruise ship, it doesn't matter. I'm doing an excursion. I am video recording. I'm making content. If you're using content, I'm a content creator. That's a tax write-off. So now my phone is no longer just a bill for me. It is actually income generating tool. It makes me money. So now it's an asset instead of a liability. My internet bill at my home, we write that all off. The measurement space for my office, we write that all off. If I want to read a book and audiobooks that helps me to be more of a successful entrepreneur, guess what? That's a tax write-off. So some of the very basic things that we use all the time in our lives, they're just liabilities. They don't make us any more money, right? And so that they're just a bill. That's just all they are. So the good thing about having this, so I'm in Virginia, Tashawn, I'm in Virginia. What state are you in? And is that now you have deductions. So all this money that I make, I got to write it off, y'all. I have a corporation now. So I had to get a corporation, and thank goodness you have good tax advisors. Once I hit over 6 figures and stuff like that, annually working from home to decrease my taxable income, get a business. I do have my kids on payroll. Occasionally you'll see them in some of my content and videos. And just like models get paid, my children get paid. They just can't touch it. So I put it in an account for them. We had to set that up in ADP payroll. I put myself on payroll as well to decrease how much we have to pay in taxes. And we spend, hello, somebody. So I just love everything and invest, and we invest too. So I love everything about this and business. And I'm just telling you, some of the skills that I have, I never would have learned this. You know, you don't learn it through school. They don't teach this in primary school, and they definitely don't teach this in college. They're only preparing you to work for someone else. And so if you ever have had a desire to work for yourself, y'all learn these high income skills in digital marketing because you will not regret it. You won't regret it. I'm telling you, it's the best thing I've ever seen and been exposed to. And I'm just so happy because I tried other things looking for peace, safety, security, money, freedom, and it just didn't come. I don't have to chase people anymore, which is a blessing. I don't need to need to know any tech skills because I don't know any, y'all. I didn't go to school for computer programming and X's and O's. You don't have to have those type of skills here. You're given an affiliate link, which if you want to re-promote this program, you're able to sell it and they pay you. You make 85% of the sale every single time. I don't start over every single month. I'm not exhausted going to work, working 312s. It's just been the best thing. I just went to, like, they gave us some t-shirts in class, line dancing class. I just went and took a line dancing class. I do stuff all the time, y'all, because now I have the freedom and I have the time to. I have chickens. So if some of y'all been following me, I got my little chickens and all kind of things. Why are so many people switching since the last few years to digital opportunities? One, because it's remote, and it pays very well. And digital marketing isn't going anywhere. So this is a good question. So I'll read it to my YouTube people. Someone typed in on my TikTok and said, let me go ahead and pin their comment. Hold on, let me see if I can pin it. They asked, why are so many people switching since the last few years to digital opportunities? And this is my personal opinion and my take on it. Digital opportunities aren't going anywhere. As long as you got the internet, it's never going anywhere. Businesses use digital marketing all the time, right? And so they have a budget. It's projected by Forbes. So people who follow businesses and trends, they've already read all the reports. Forbes talks about this being $1 trillion business by 2030. So in 2024, it did $600 billion that year, that fiscal year. Last year, it did over $700 billion. It's projected to just keep going up, 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 up. Local businesses are now taking advantage of digital marketing. It was at first you had like local bakers who made cupcakes and stuff like this. They would make them, and only people knew about them is word of mouth, or somebody saw their flyer or their business card. Now people are using digital marketing. They're coming to the internet. They're showing themselves making the cupcakes. They're taking orders. And before you know it, their local little cupcake shop is blowing up. People are coming from all over the world to taste it because of great reviews, or they're shipping products to other places. They're getting smart. They're taking advantage of digital assets, digital marketing. And so it's just been something that has just taken over the game. All businesses do it. Some use take advantage of like email marketing. Like if you're shopping at your favorite store and they say, hey, can we get your email address? And before you get home, you got an email from that company. You never pause and say, oh my God, that was such a great worker at the cash register. She even sent me an email already. She didn't. Everything is automations. It's just automated systems that's in place. That's a part of digital marketing. Email marketing is digital marketing. That's part of a company's budget. So I don't care what type of business you have. If you're listening to me right now, if you promote products, if you have service-based business or you got goods of some sort, you need to be using the internet because it's going to grow your reach and it's going to increase your money, right? Point blank, period. You're going to be able to come to the internet and learn how to 10x what you're already doing to get more results because you get in front of more people and you get greater reach. Have an email list building because email, you always own that. So you can always reach out to people, right? Unlike the internet, we don't own this space. If the internet should shut down today or tomorrow, then it's gone. That's why you have to have email marketing. Some people just don't understand the value of that. It's so important to a business owner. I talked to my husband. He used to have a delivery service, Virginia Priority Services. And the thing about it is that now that I think back in hindsight and we were talking after I was going through the program and learning, I was like, babe, you could have had so many repeat delivery customers instead of this, that, and the third. If we had stayed in contact and say, hey, we've added 5 more 24-foot box trucks to the fleet. We can now handle this much acquisition. Do you have this? I said, we could have kept these things going, but you don't know what you don't know. And so he since has sold that business. We sold all the trucks, everything. But I mean, it was at a great time. It was before Amazon was really big, y'all. My husband had a huge Amazon contract. It was absolutely amazing. So we had employees and everything. And so what happened is back in the day when Amazon used to have to ship, the post office used to take care of Amazon deliveries. That's when we had our business, right? So we had run the truck drivers would pick up all the pallets from different post offices all over the state. And then they're delivered like from Amazon, then they deliver them to the post offices, and then they're dispersed to people's homes. Way before the fleet of Amazon trucks came in, and then you could invest. All you needed was $100,000. It was like the most cheapest thing to ever get in and get a fleet of vans and all that stuff to work. But before that, that's the business that we had, right? But I was still working as a nurse, but I would help him in the back end, finances and stuff like that. But it's just like if we knew then what we know now, oh my God, we could be in a whole different place. Hey V, girl, I don't know what's wrong with my TikTok, right? So I had to read it to say profit with Veronica. It's a white bubble. So I have no pictures of people. None of that is showing up in here, right? And then on top of it, we had a delivery service business called Virginia Priority Service, VPS. Yep. So that was something that we had. My husband sold that, sold all the box trucks, everything. But yeah, that was the business we used to have. Yeah. Way before Amazon trucks and fleets was out, we had contracts in North Carolina, Virginia, and we had workers. It was a whole big headache, partially, but I just helped occasionally. But yeah, so anyway, we was talking about that. But I wish, is your TikTok messed up? Because mine's is jacked up. Like I can't use boards, I can't use sounds, I don't see anybody's profile pictures, I don't see nothing. So reset, start your phone to see. It's good. If it's good and people can hear me, if everybody can hear me and see me, I'm just gonna keep going. I'll try it again tomorrow. Maybe I gotta delete the app completely off my phone and try to do it again. This morning it was acting up like that. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know what's going on. But I'm live on YouTube too, and YouTube is working fine. YouTube is working fine. Y'all still over there with me on YouTube? Hey, hey, hey. So go get the information though. I'm talking about DWA. We're talking about digital marketing, how I got into it, and why I love it, because it's a simple framework. I feel like anybody can do it. I really do. I do. If you put your mind to anything, I just feel we're capable of more than we give ourselves credit for. But you have to be willing to learn a new skill and try something different. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. These are skills that you're learning that you're going to have for a lifetime. No one can take them from you. It's no different than me being able to walk in, like I can draw IVs with my eyes closed, insert DC Foleys, I can put an NG tube in, you name it, I can do it. Those are skills I have. The same is true when people take these digital marketing courses, these skills they have, they contract themselves out. Sometimes they work for companies, work in a digital marketing office, SEO specialists. Some of these are terms you may not know, but I just want to let you know it's so broad and it's so simple. And so I don't want to overcomplicate it because people are like, well, what can I do? I want to do something in this space. I want to make 5 figures a month. I want to make $10,000 a month. And why stop at 10,000, y'all? 10,000 is good. You can do it. I did it in my 5th month of doing this. I had my first $10,000 a month. You can do it. Okay. The fact of the matter is you want to be the first person in your family who has $20,000 months, $30,000 months. And you can definitely do this, learning high income skills from your phone. So they're going to teach you like how to create content, how to go live if you choose to, how to do email marketing and list building. They'll teach you how to run ads. All of these are skills and things that you can learn to do directly from your phone and make money. Now, if you're already a business owner, you're going to take the skills that you learn and incorporate into your business. If you, like me, started in this space and didn't have a clue of what's going on, okay, didn't even know how to hit record to record a video, we family. Okay. So you're going to start at the beginning of the program and go step by step because they're going to teach you all that. You're going to learn how to create content. You're going to learn about hooks. You're going to learn what is a CTA, call to action. You're going to learn everything from the beginning up. So this is beginner friendly so that you can start a business with zero knowledge and scale this thing up. There's people inside of the community. Let me show y'all. Let me just log in real quick. There's people inside of the community who have $100,000 months, y'all. Ridiculous. I thought they was lying. Till I got paid for the very first time. The first time I sold the course. Then I was like, oh snap, we up in now. Okay. But before then, I was just like, how in the world are these people making this kind of money? Like $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month. Then I was like, shoot, once I got in here, I was like, they doing it, I'm gonna do it too. They can do it, I can do it too. All right. So since I'm on YouTube too, I'm gonna have to pick this up. Let me see if I can do it like this. Let me try to make this camera flip around. Hold on. Let's see what we can do here. All right. So not sure if y'all can see this really well, but this is the community, y'all. So I just want to show you. You can see there's 136,000 members inside of this community. And you may be saying, like I did, like, oh my God, that many people around the world are learning how to do digital marketing. Absolutely. Some people are sick of their jobs, they sick of their boss, they tired, they want to do something else. They want to make more money than they make at their job, y'all. There is no job around here that's paying people $13,000 a month. I look at this girl here. She made 13K in 30 days and she only has 450 followers. So do you need a huge following? No, you don't. 450 people, y'all. Do you know there is over, they say 5 billion people with social media accounts worldwide? Do you think it's impossible that one or two may come across your page following the right strategy and skills and you'll be able to make money? If you think that it is, it's going to be hard for you. Okay. But if you're like, no, it got to be easy, then guess what it is? And I'm here to support you and show you how it's possible to, because I give my number and stuff as a resource to help you get started. Some people are celebrating their very first sale because we all start somewhere, right? My first baby sale, she called it a baby sale. Okay. Well, it's something, right? All thanks to DWA, I made $72,000 in 5 months. Ask yourself, if you go to work 5 months and you only showed up and worked 2 hours a day, is it possible for you to make $70,000 a month? Excuse me, in 5 month period, because this girl did 72,000 in 5 months. Is it possible? If you're anything like me, the answer is no. And that's what's me working full time as a nurse. When I walked away, my last job, I was making $33 and some change an hour. Yo, I was making $2,000 every 2 weeks, burnt out and exhausted and missing my family. $2,000 every 2 weeks. I came here and did more than that in the first 30 days. Do you see why I'm in love? Because I'm like, oh my God, what? And then when you think about some of these people who are making 30, 40,000, it's gonna be me. It ain't happened yet. Not in this space. Network marketing, yes, I've had those type of months, but not here in digital yet. But here's the crazy thing about it. I know that it's coming because I follow the systems and I do everything. So when I go and I have a $40,000 month here in digital marketing, I don't have to worry about somebody saying, oh, she done made enough money. She can't make no more this month. It's no glass ceiling here. So sky's the limit. There is no cap on how much money you can make. That's why you have girls making this much cake and bread. You have those who love to go live. I've seen some people go live 2 and 3 times, but guess what? In a day. But sometimes they're having 6 figure months. My girlfriend Veronica, she just left out of here. But let me just tell you something. She don't make less than 30K every single month. She's a stay-at-home mom, just like me, at homeschooling her 2 kids. Yo, this is like the best thing I've ever seen. And it's just like nursing could never do this for me. It didn't decrease my stress. I can make a lot of money there. I can work overtime. I can work in a hospital. I was a CVICU nurse, so I did cardiovascular intensive care unit. Then I went to a sniff. I did first. I did a step down unit in the hospital for all my nurses in the house. Then I went to a sniff, a skilled nursing facility, and I've jumped around in the career to try to find different things, but ain't nobody paying like this chair. And this is people making this money directly from their cell phones. And I had to realize that there is nothing that's going to pay me like this except this. And that's why I love it. Unless I do something illegal. Hello, somebody. Anybody got time for that? We're not doing that. But this here is really helping people. And I'm watching people change their lives. I'm seeing people move and switch companies, move from United States. I've seen another guy just moved to Puerto Rico. Another one who's in the program just moved to Thailand. People are buying luxury vehicles. They're treating themselves. They're doing things that they can't do on a job. The fact is, our jobs just pay us enough just so we don't quit. And we work just enough so they don't fire us. It's a mutual relationship. It's just what it is. We are working just because we got bills, but we do understand, and I'm pretty sure all y'all know, a job is never going to make you rich. It's not designed for that. They were never designed to help us create financial freedom and wealth. That is just not what the job is designed for. It is to pay people to work for the business to make it money because somebody else wasn't scared to chase their dreams and start a business. And for you to stay there and hopefully work for them until you retire or get fired, because it's one or two things, okay? I bet all those Spirit employees did not think that they were all getting fired recently. 17,000 people lost their jobs. They didn't see that coming, y'all. A lot of times when people are laid off and fired, they do not see it coming. It's just, it is what it is. So we have to pause and ask ourselves, am I going to say, oh, I'm too tired to work for myself to build a business? Oh, I work full time. I ain't got time to build no business. I bet once they fire your tail and you sitting on your sofa, you got time. We don't wait for things to happen, y'all. We call it in nursing prophylactically. We give you something preventatively before something happens. Like even if you have a small procedure, and prophylactically, we put you on antibiotics just because we don't want you to get an infection. Okay, it's just being proactive. It's being ahead of it. It don't mean it's gonna happen, but we're saying just in case it do, we already got you back. That's how we need to think about life, business, and income. Is we need to be ready in case something should ever happen. What they say, stay ready so you won't have to get ready. In my case, I just walked away. I was sad. I had to go. People was dying left and right at the beginning of the pandemic in my facility. So I had to go. For my mental, I had to go. I had to go. There was no thinking about it. No, I had to go. And plus, we were too fearful. My husband and I, we discussed it. People were dying, and we was like, I can't risk bringing that home. And he works. He got a chance to work from home. His office shut completely down, so everybody was remote. So he didn't have to. I didn't have to worry about him going around other people and bringing it in. I would be the factor of bringing it into the home. So I walked away. And if I never, I hate to say this, but if the pandemic never happened, I probably would have never reached my full entrepreneurial, stature that I'm in at now. Let's just put it like that. I probably never would have, because I would have still probably been in a rat race inside of Mary Kay or Melaleuca, and I would not have the freedom now. I can have extra properties. We do a lot, y'all. Just point blank here. We got a lot going on. We love it. But I wouldn't have had time to invest into more knowledge and mentors and different things that we have done since being out of that. So in my case, that's where I was. But some of my friends who have started in this space, they don't have that liberty to be able to just already be gone like I am. They're doing this in pockets of time, 30 minutes a day after work. Do something for yourself. Instead of scrolling on the internet and looking for entertainment and fun, don't do that. Be a content creator. Create some content. Some of you are already content creators. You're sitting on thousands of dollars worth of income in your phone right now. And you making videos when you go out to dinner, you putting on your makeup, you got a nice meal you done cooked you like, you at the beach with your kids and your grandkids, and you're always making videos and pictures. Yo, they teach you how to take the regular things from your life, craft a message and put it on there that also attracts other people who have those similar interests. Listen, this is the smartest thing I ever seen, y'all. I wouldn't have made no money on the internet, y'all. I didn't know what I was doing. It's all about what you do. I had to stop looking at everything on my cell phone. It messed up your algorithm. I want to talk to people who are like me, who are like corporate America burnouts, moms who just want something else, want extra income, people who are walking away from a nursing career. You know what I'm saying? That's who I wanted to appeal to. So I had to stop watching content about Diddy, what's going on in the news and all that. Because guess what? When you watch a little bit of it, you get more of it. So then when you start creating content, it pushes your stuff out to the things that you were interested in. It think that's your target audience. So I had to learn all these things from the program and switch it up, y'all. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made money. This isn't you just create content and you're going to get paid. Oh, throw a link up in your profile and it's going to work. It doesn't go like that, y'all. Is you are making adjustments and tweaks and you're learning and you implement it. You learn something else from another module and you implement it. And so this is not just education, because you got some of the smartest dummies in the world. They're super educated. It's all about implementation. Okay. I mean, we see a lot of educated fools every single day. Don't You can go down your street and see somebody stupid walking in the middle of the street. They already know if you walk in the middle of the street, you can get hit, right? They got knowledge, but it's not applied knowledge. They're not using common sense and get out of the street. Same is true with people who need bikes, especially where I live. They be all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So you got some educated fools. It's all about what you do with the knowledge. So I tell people when you go through this program, taking the knowledge, but also make sure that you're applying it. Hey, Digital Tony VIP, welcome in. And that's what you want to do. And have fun. Have fun. So in the program that I invested in, this one here that I was just showing you some of the testimonials in it, this here is not the first digital program that I purchased. I purchased several. I got quite a few. Um, because I'm a sponge. And when you making money like this, you better invest some more in yourself. And you see something else out there and you think, oh my God, they got one thing in there they're teaching that you like and you want to learn it, get it. Because guess what? You got to pay taxes on all this money you're making. You need deductions. So okay. So just bear with me now. I have a lot of courses. I don't promote them all. I don't feel they're all created equally. I absolutely love DWA. You can go to my profile and you can get information about that. But when you click the link, put your name, your email address in, and check your email. You're going to receive an email that's going to be a video. There's going to be attraction marketing guide. Download that. That's going to teach you your beginning steps so you can start creating content that attracts people. Go ahead and start implementing it now without even having anything to sell, because that way you start training the AI, the algorithm, of what you're here for and what you want more of. So comb through that attraction marketing guide and start making those changes today to whatever you're doing on this platform, okay? Um and so you'll get plenty of information. I even sometimes go live and I do presentations inside of Zoom. So I will invite you to those too. But yeah, any questions that you have, please reach out. If you've been looking at digital marketing, you just didn't know where to start, you also will get an email that will allow you to start the business as well. This program here is inexpensive to compare to the other ones I've purchased. This one here was just $497. Yeah, I paid $497 one time to get all the courses and the modules, and you get lifetime access to it. So you pay one time and you get all your training, your modules, and then every time that they do updates, upgrades, like they just added new Claude modules and stuff, you never pay an extra dime. Never, ever, ever spend any more money. I like that, y'all. So that means as soon as I got in profit mode, I stayed in profit mode. There is no overhead each month. Unlike when I built MLMs and network marketing businesses, every month I was spending money. You're never spending no more money here. You invest once and that's it. And so I paid $497. When I had my first sale, I made $422. Every time that I sell this company pays me $422 for referring people to their academy, their educational academy. I don't know anybody paying like that. When I used to do Mary Kay, right, and I still got plenty of this stuff, I would sell this one lip gloss, right? And I think it was like $15, right? Back then. So I would make $7.50. I would have to find like 70 something women buying this in order to clear $400, 400 something dollars, right? Do you want to go find that many customers, or is it easier to help one person start a business and help them with their journey to success? One person all day long, chair. That's how I feel. One person is better all day long. $7.50 or $422. Do you now see how people are having 6-figure months, 5-figure months? I had a $7,900 week, and I was just like, this is amazing. That's about all I could say. Like, this is amazing. Now, the last vacation I just went on in March, me and my husband went to Mexico and stuff, right? I made like $200 while we was gone. The trip before that, while I was on vacation, I made over $5,000. I wasn't even gone a week. And I was just like, the whole trip paid for, yeah. Before, back in the day, we used to save every receipt when we used to go on vacation, and then we would add it up, and I'll say, okay, if I work this many hours, and then if I do shift diff, I get time and a half. If I do weekend, I can add it up so I know how to make all the money we spent back on vacation, y'all. Having a digital business and being able to make money from anywhere is bananas. But I was happy. I ain't even gonna lie. Even when in March, when me and my husband went on that cruise, y'all, and if any nurses in here, y'all, me and my husband did that free cruise. They have a free cruise that's for healthcare professionals and nurses. It's called Heroes Sail Free on Margaritaville. It was a 6-day, 5-night cruise. I paid $179 per person for us. That was the port taxes. So if it's any nurses in here, just send me a message and I'll send you the information. Go on that free cruise, y'all. If it's just you and your spouse, don't take them kids. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. It's laid back, so it ain't no whole bunch of shows that's the best in the world, like on Royal Caribbean. Because Royal Caribbean, y'all know, got the best water shows and everything. I went on one of those again in May. I love Royal Caribbean. But this is free. You and your spouse, food good in the dining room, and it was the bomb. So if any of y'all want the free cruise information, just send me a message and I'll send it to you. I had another lady who was on my live, and then she done sent me a message. Her and her husband went. So exciting. She was a nurse too. And so y'all, anytime they want to give us something, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. But let me show y'all inside of here. I mean, it's really hard to see. Maybe I could try to flip my camera around and show y'all some of the modules. But this is what the courses look. Yeah, this is too much. Give me a minute, y'all. Let me try this out. Let me pick my phone up. And let me flip the screen around. Let's see. All right, is that good, y'all? Let me know. Can y'all see that? I can hold my phone. It's a little bit better, okay? So you can see this is the module where you start, okay? Let me plug my mouse up inside of my computer. So this is where you start at. And so it's going to explain how to use the courses, how to check off when you're done, how to use this platform. Then we're going to work on your mindset. A lot of people don't understand, but your mindset is actually what's going to determine your success. The truth is, if you believe that you can make money in this space, I'm here to show you, walk with you that you can, and create multiple streams of income, y'all. This program teaches you over 20 different ways to make money simply using your cell phone, okay? So this is mindset. Sometimes we have to go through this. People say, I'm not an expert. I ain't never made money on the internet. I don't know how to sell yet. Look, we all know how to sell. If you got a job, does anybody in here got a job? If you got a job, put yes in the chat. Anybody in here got a job? Oh, thank you, Tashawn. Anybody here got a job? I call it the journey of the boat. Broke. Put in the chat if you got a job. Yes or no? Anybody in here work, or is everybody retired? What we got in here? Do you work? Yes or no? Put in the chat and let me tell you something. I'm about to show you that if you come up with this excuse that you don't sell, you just may be telling yourself a lie. Okay? Because all of us who've ever had a job, quiet storm, semi-retired, we have sold ourselves. And I'm explaining. You go to that job interview and they you in there trying to sell yourself to them. You like, and I'm punctual. I'm a team player. I arrive on time. I good learning skill. You are selling. You done sold something. If you ever did a fundraiser as a kid, Leslie says, I own a housing program. I love it. Congratulations. Is it just in one state, or does the program help like nationwide or something? And do they do grants? Tell us a little bit. Because somebody in here probably needs what you have. And y'all might need to connect with Leslie Hill Housing Solutions. Because I don't know if it's just state or if it's, United States. How does that work? Let us know in the chat if you don't mind. But yeah, so we got to work on our limiting beliefs. And so I love that this whole section here is all about mindset. And some of them are not that long, 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. You're a CNA who owns an independent living in Michigan. Congratulations. I love it. You see, that's what I'm talking about. I love bosses making boss moves. I used to be a CNA too. I did that for 2 years while I went through nursing school. So it was a great way to get my foot in the door, work with patients, until I finished, And I always say we CNAs are the most undervalued and appreciated workers. Honestly, I do feel that way. But I tell you what, as soon as I finished nursing school and I passed that board, I had a shift, and I told them, I said, I ain't coming. I was just looking at this the other day, right? So this is my license, right? So I was like, man, I would throw this sucker in the trash because I don't use it. I just got this. The only reason I got this right here on my desk is I just got it renewed. So I renew it every 2 years because I'm like, I went to college, I work hard, so I'll keep it active. But child, left that thing behind, and all the stress that it gave me. You're going to learn all about digital marketing and the basics. Now, this is an affiliate program. So guess what? You don't have to build websites or any of that. So let me show you how like your link looks. So this is my link. So when you start the business, you'll get your own personal link. And when people purchase from it, you are paid 85% commission, right? Hey, shorty, this is the website. I didn't create this. I don't know how to put no moving pieces, no pictures, no words. But people come to my website and they get all the information in the middle of the night. So like I said, you learn how to create content. People will find it, and then they'll go to your site to get more information. If it resonates with them and they're ready to get started, guess what they do? They get started. They don't need you. That's how I make money at nighttime while I'm sleeping. I call it pillow money. People purchase on their own terms, and that's what I love about it. But if they come on here, they're going to learn this program has over 60 modules, students from over 100 countries worldwide. It's in 7 languages. It's available in 6 languages plus English. They need to just change it to say 7. 130,000 active. They have weekly community calls. So lots of mentorship here. So this is not something you're purchasing a program to learn from and that's it. Sometimes that's how colleges are. They sell you digital courses, online classes. You're paying per semester and you don't really have any help. Y'all, we got help here to build this. Weekly calls. It's going to teach you over 20 streams of income in here, and there's never any extra fees ever. Never. Somebody put never in the chat because that was something that appealed to me. Type the word never. Never, 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 never. You're never spending another dime. Now, they also will get to come to your website and they can see different people's testimonials. So they pull these onto the site to let you see there's someone who made $100,000 in 5 months. Kelly did $32,000 in the first 42 days of 2026. Alama just crossed over 10K followers, 9,000 followers. She's celebrating her followers. Victor, he's showing his screen of him cashing out $8,900. Ashwara, I follow her on Instagram. She just hit $200,000. She got celebrated over in UK for being a up and coming digital marketer. Selling other things. She sells courses and other stuff, not just DWA. But she talks about how she learned 85,000 faceless, because you can build this business completely faceless as well. Also, people who want a sneak peek, they can see some of the streams of income here, like learning UGC, how to build this faceless, what is attraction marketing, how to brand yourself to stand out, how to create your own digital products, your own courses, content creation, hooks, call to action, storytelling, all of that, how to create viral stuff if you're using, IG, Facebook, how to use CapCut, mindset. We went over some of that in there. Creating your own course, intro to digital marketing, and so many more. Is this, it's over 60 modules. So it's in so much more, 60 modules, and it's always expanding. You're going to learn multiple streams of income directly from your phone if that's what you're interested in, because that's the easiest way, y'all, so that you can work it on the go. You can do what you want to do. You've probably came on here and seen people make videos in their cars. You've probably seen people live in their cars at the grocery store making video content, y'all. They're going to teach you so many things that your mind is going to be blown. And now what I love about it is that you're not relying on just sales of the program, because do you understand that TikTok, Facebook, and all these companies, they have monetization? Amazon, they pay you for putting content. So we're not using our phones anymore. Like, I get paid from TikTok every Wednesday. We're not using our phones no more just to scroll. If TikTok is going to pay you to use their platform, if Amazon is going to monetize you, Facebook, I'm monetized with the stars, then use these people platform and make money. Stop playing around. Stop playing around, because it's free. These platforms are free, but if you don't know how to use it properly, you're still gonna be broke. So that's what I love about a course. And we talked about it being affiliate, UGC, so much more that they teach you. So when people want to get started, the program is $497. It's just a one-time investment with lifetime access. But do like I did. I started with the payment plan, y'all. They got Zip, you got Klarna. People play with crypto. All this. All you do is click this button and you can pick payment plan. So if you want to play with Klarna, you would do Klarna. If you want to do Zip, you'll check out here with Zip. It's another payment plan option. And I tell you what, that's the best thing. I started for $41 a month. That was my payment plan, $41 a month. And I have never spent any more money, y'all. So when I made $5,400 that first month, well, after my first sale, you make $422. The next sale, you in complete profit mode. Your second sale, you're in profit mode. I don't know about y'all, but that resonated with me and I love everything about it. So this is all of them. So they're going to teach you before you just go out here launching your business. You need to know what to do, how to talk, how to create your content for the first 7 days, the strategy behind it. Everything is detailed to the T, and it's step by step. How to brand yourself, selling in stories, marketing, men's marketing, because just to tell you the truth, the way men market in a woman is totally different. So they teach guys like how to tell your story as a guy. They walk them through, they have their own set of modules too inside of here that's dedicated to men and how you do things. I know a lot of people who are into AI and want to make AI twins and avatars. So this is deep education. So like when I click here on AI persona, there's over 50 modules to walk you through step by step, gathering your photos, how to upload them, how to edit it so that you can make an AI twin. If you're new and you don't know what an AI twin is, using like Laura and Fall AI, these are, it can be, say you don't want your face on camera, right? Because you're like, I don't got time to put makeup on. I don't want to look cute. I don't ever want to put no makeup on. I ain't got no fresh haircut. My beard look a mess for the guys. You can have an avatar that looks like you, walks like you, talks like you, but it's not you. And it makes all your content for you. So you're never there worried about creating content because it's completely done for you and you just move it and have it talking. So they will walk you through how to do every single thing from AI, even demonstrations with phones to walk you through step by step so that you're never lost. You can do it from your device while you are building it. Okay. So there's over 50 modules to teach you how to do AI and how to make an AI avatar, because some people don't want to be themselves, right? Now, if you don't want a twin that looks like you, then you use an avatar. That means you could be a man and have an avatar that's a woman. Nobody will never know it's a man behind it. It's AI. Okay. You can do voice clone and music. They teach you everything. So all of these are modules all about AI. Okay. And when it says it's detailed, this is an academy. So I want you to understand there is differences in what you purchase. This is an academy. So this is going to be deep training. Create 30 plus carousel in minutes with AI, teaching you how to maximize AI to build your business, how to even use it to create your books and different things that you're going to sell. It is very detailed, okay? How to get brand deals, how to do user generated content. Y'all, brand deals is amazing. There's companies that will pay you to record a video of you using their product. Sometimes it's hundreds of dollars. I've seen people make thousands of dollars from brand deals. Your favorite brand could be Big Markers. If they need a 30-second commercial or someone writing with a big marker and they want on a whiteboard that says, "My dog is beautiful," you record yourself, your hands, and write the words, "The dog is beautiful." Guess what? They pay you. They have thousands of commercials and stuff in rotation on the internet. Companies are no longer paying celebrities. They are paying regular people like you and I to make videos and content for them, y'all. It's called brand deals and user generated content. This is really great for the people who say, "I don't want to use social media at all." If you don't want to be on social media at all, I'm going to encourage you to really go through brand deals and user generated content, because these are videos and stuff that you can make without ever needing to be on social media and get paid. Okay. So that'll be what you do. Amazon affiliate, teach you how to get paid there. TikTok, drop shipping. This is how my husband got into drop shipping, y'all. Yes. So this is how he did. He did all this. I never watched a single one of these. So you see all the buttons is checked off. This is what Tom and Lil Tamon did, and they set everything up. Now with drop shipping, what I like about it, y'all, it's just extra income. So we're not getting rich off of drop shipping at all. We pay $12.50 a month. And what that does is it covers the fee for the company called AutoDS. They put all of the products into a digital store on eBay. And every time that the products sell, is connected to our Amazon Prime account, and then it ships the customer the product, right? And so all we do is pay $12.50 weekly for them to run the digital store and have it set up. But we make about, some weeks, $95 to $115. That's about all we make weekly. Okay, but I'm just going to explain to y'all. We're excited because it's extra money. So we pay $12.50, but we make 90 something dollars a week. I think that's a beautiful trade-off. I think anybody on here can relate and understand that makes sense. So if you're like, "I don't really want to go live, I don't want to promote the product just yet, I'm just here to really learn these different things and make money," then that's what you do. You go to those modules and you become the best at it that you can. That's how you go into it. I'm going to learn everything in this module. I'm going to go through this, whatever I'm confused with. I will get on the weekly calls. They have like two to three calls every single week in English. Okay. Be careful, look at them, because you'll see some is Quebec, you'll see some is in Spanish, Portuguese, Arabic. It's in Italian, it's in French. This course is in all those languages. So they do training calls in the different languages. Okay. So just make sure you get on when it matches, the language you speak, the native tongue. You can sell this course in all those other languages too. So you don't have to pay anything extra. You have the course in those languages. You also have the sales page, like I showed you, how they put all that together. You're going to have it for yourself too in every language. I love it. I had another program, y'all. They charge people an extra $500 to have it in Spanish and to promote and sell it in English and Spanish. That's highway robbery. They had to pay an additional. We already paid $900 for the course, but if we wanted to sell it in Spanish, we had to pay $500 extra. Not here. This course is less than $500 and it's in 7 languages. Go figure. See why I like this one for my people? I'm like, y'all, we winning with this one. And this got so many different streams of income. It's the best out here. Most of these digital product sellers that I see who come out here who also have their own courses that they're promoting, a lot of them started right here in this academy. They teach you how to do print on demand. That's something else that you get to do. Print on demand is like, say for instance, this is a print on demand product. I just went on this cruise ship, Margarita of the Seas. I went on this cruise in March, my husband and I, right? So this is just a regular old tin cup. So say for instance, I just had this regular, thank you so much for the likes, this little regular old tin cup, but I wanted to put my own logo on it. Danielle P something, and a nurse with a stethoscope. I might have my own design, creation, and words, but I will have a company that puts Nurses Rock on it. And I drive traffic to my website and people order and I get paid because they're going to do the shipping. They're going to send it to the person, and it's called print on demand. They only make it based on demand. Unlike you sitting in your house with a Cricut machine and trying to make everything. No, baby. Let a company handle all that for you. They do all the heavy lifting. They're going to ship it. Just run you your money. That's called print on demand. Okay. So you're going to learn that in here as well. There's modules to teach you that so that you can have it. The whole goal is to have multiple streams of income. You don't want to know where every single dollar comes from, y'all. I affiliate for a couple, you learn about affiliate marketing too. I affiliate for a couple wellness companies, y'all. Like, I think my check last month from Solex was 300 and something dollars. I have a travel business. So inside of my community, people sometimes look at the travel section, start their own travel business just for the discount. I think last month my check with them was like $400. Um, the thing is that all of us have affiliates in our lives. We're just not maximizing it. So you might have a credit card in your wallet right now, like Capital One, and they said, hey, if you share your link out and someone spends $1,000 this month using your affiliate link, we're going to give you $100 statement credit. Do you know that's affiliate? That's your affiliate link. You're affiliating for that credit card company or something like that. So everything in our life basically has affiliates. If you order from HelloFresh and you order meals, like I order from this algae company called Curex, and someone actually got started because I made a video here on TikTok about me using it and putting drops under my tongue, and someone ordered it. So it gave me credit toward my next order. I pay $59 a month for the droplets. It's immunotherapy to build up my immune system for everything that I'm allergic to. But I have an affiliate link for that. Like, y'all, I just want to tell you, we're sitting on gold mines. Once you learn these skills, you realize you got money around you all the time and you're not going to miss it. You're not going to miss a single chance and an opportunity to make more money. You can be like, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this right here. Y'all, I just got a button on the middle of my screen that says my live is going to end in 4 minutes and 47 seconds because it detects inactivity. And usually it gives you a picture for verification. Like you can slide a puzzle piece. My Zoom, my what do I call this? TikTok is jacked up, y'all. Remember, I told you nothing's showing. I can't see any of y'all. So my live is scheduled to end. It's counting down 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'll just talk to y'all until then. But in the meantime, um, I go to my link that's in my profile and get the information, review it, understand it. If you're ready to get started, though, go ahead. Feel free to get started. When you click my link, DWA, once you put your name, your email address in, you'll be able to go to the next screen and the next screen, and then you'll be able to start. I encourage everybody to start with the payment plan, y'all. There is nothing better than us locking arms and you making your money before you even pay the two payments, because that should be the goal. Let's make the money in the first 30 days, okay? If not, it's okay. It took me 3 weeks before I had my first sale. Everybody's journey is a little different. But the goal is we're going to make it back before you ever spend it all. Excuse me, you're going to make your money before you pay for that 497. Hello, somebody. So start with the payment plan. It's the best thing I've ever seen. And I love it. And the good thing about when you purchase from me, I just want to tell you some of the things you get. So you also get added to my community. I have a community too where I do live weekly calls with people who purchase from me because I want to make sure I don't want nobody stuck. I want us to all rock and roll and knock this thing out of the park, especially because a lot of people purchase from me. They nurses too. So it's like, Chad, we talking about what we done dealt with and handling vents and tricks and drip rates, and we are moving on and we doing other things, Chad. So come on. And so I have a community. So I also put you in there. You also have access to me, which means I give you my phone number so that if you have questions, you get stuck or anything, shoot me over a voice text or a text message or whatever. If we need to do a one-on-one, I will. But it means I'm gonna support you and help you as well. So those are the perks too of also purchasing from me. But you're gonna love the program because DWA, the creators of the program, they're so attentive. They do contests too. They run weekly contests. So we're in one right now, and what they do is like every maybe like 5 days they award the highest seller. They already made the most money, but they still give more money. Okay, so they do like gifts, all sorts of things, and it's nice. It's just friendly, and they also help us with creating content. So we have a Telegram group inside of DWA as well. And inside of the Telegram group, they also help us with creating content. So like they'll say, day one, this is what you want to do. This is how you record it. This is what you do. Day two, the next day, not the same day, but the next day, they'll post in there what to do today for your content and how to keep a story going. So not only you got all this education, but you got hands-on creator of the program, Rachel Joya, who's always doing things to raise the bar to help us make even more money than what we're already doing. And it's just, and I love it. They're up on the trend. So this is not a course where you got all the information is stuck. It's interactive. So it's always growing with you and it's always growing. Okay. So I can't see anything, but if y'all get the information, all you have, and if you want to join my free community, just let me know too. Just reply to the first email you get and say, Danielle, can I get the link to get in your community? And I'll send it to you. Okay. You can come in my community for free too. Yeah, so just go to my picture in the top left corner, click my picture once. My picture will pop up again. When it comes up the second time, like in the middle of your screen, if you're on a cell phone, it's going to be inside of a big white box. Tap my picture a second time. And I hope it's working because something's wrong with my TikTok. I might uninstall it and reinstall it, but I'm gonna have to post a couple pictures of videos I think I got in my drafts. And then what I want you to do is then when you click my link and in the top right corner, you'll just hit open in browser. Then just put your name and your best email address in there, okay? And once you do that, then the information will be sent to you. Now, my website, just in case you're on a computer or a desktop and you need to get it working so that you can get the free information tonight so you can start, looking at it. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And also so you can get invited to when I do lives on Zoom. I also do every other week trainings about health and wellness. Okay. So www.liveatyourpace.com/DWA. Okay, so if you can see that, you can go to my website right there, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. I hope y'all can see this because it's a big white box in the middle of my screen. It's gray. And my live is about to end in 2 seconds. So take a screenshot. Okay. Okay, so my TikTok just ended, y'all, but I'm still over here with y'all on YouTube in case anybody has any questions. So just visit my website, put your name and your best email address in, and all the information will be sent to you. Okay? Any questions for me? Anybody got any questions? If no one has any questions for me, I'm going to go. And thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. And I look forward to connecting with y'all again soon. Okay, bye-bye.